Storm surge is when a big storm and the strong winds associated with the big storm literally just shove the ocean inland over land. It turns out that that's the most deadly component of a hurricane. When the Saffir-Simpson scale was originally developed many decades ago, it was meant to try to convey the hazards of a hurricane. Fast forward in time to about 2008, 2009, Hurricane Ike struck the Texas coast, and we realized at that point that people were misinterpreting the scale as is a way to convey the impacts of storm surge. And really, we knew at that point that storm surge had to come out of the Saffir-Simpson scale. We took it out in 2009. And ever since then, we've been building new ways to communicate storm surge independent of the Saffir-Simpson scale. People were very skeptical. It was a major change in the way we forecast and communicate storm surge. Something like this had never really been done before in that type of a scale or that type of environment during the unprecedented hurricane seasons of 2017 and 2018. So 6 big landfalls, several of which were major hurricanes. We only lost 5 individuals to storm surge. Now, if you place that in context to hurricanes which occurred before this new warning system, for example, Hurricane Sandy in 2012 took 44 lives, and it was barely a Category 1, and Katrina took somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 lives. So if you look at 5 lives from 6 hurricanes versus what single storms were doing prior to the system, it's hard to imagine that it didn't have some impact on mortality. It's probably one of the coolest jobs I've ever had and ever will have because it's so diverse and changes every day. I'm out in the field talking with emergency managers, first responders, politicians, local leaders, community leaders, trying to help them prepare for hurricane season and help them understand the risk and make really good decisions.
Please join me in honoring the winner of the 2019 Safety and Law Enforcement Medal, Jamie Rhome.
Thank you, Senator Scott, not only for being here tonight to honor all the federal servants here tonight, but also your leadership the last several years in Florida with respect to hurricanes. Clearly, it's a privilege to be here tonight, joined by my fellow awardees and finalists and their distinguished guests, most especially the family members who came out today. And I want to recognize not only my traditional family, but my NOAA family. And during a hurricane, when it feels like the walls are coming in on you, you can barely distinguish one from the other. Both are checking in on me in the middle of the night, whether it's the senior levels of NOAA checking in to make sure I'm eating and sleeping, versus my own mom making sure that I'm eating and sleeping. And I couldn't accept this award without also recognizing the many fine people of the National Hurricane Center who, despite immeasurable stress and fatigue, managed to issue the finest hurricane forecast and warnings on the globe. And I can say that with utmost sincerity. But also I want to recognize the family members of everybody here today. You all make so many sacrifices. And I can speak, I know this personally. I consider it a successful day if I make it home in time to have dinner and play Jeopardy. And there are many occasions where that just doesn't occur. There are many occasions where I phone home and say, I'm running late, I missed my flight, and I'm just not going to make it this time. So it is an honor to receive this award today, and I'll accept it on behalf of all the NOAA staff who every day get up and work so hard to protect life and property and make life just a little bit better in the arena of science. So thank you to the partnership. Thank you to Senator Scott for being here tonight. And thank you for all for coming here and recognizing federal servants all across the government.